came across this Twitter thread within a Twitter thread the other day, starting with this one from UK environmentalist Stephen Barlow, who says this is the whole problem in a nutshell and why for the last 50 plus years the environmentalist movement has been going nowhere. It's not actually their tactical failure, but how they're ring-fenced from the rest of the public. I had to look up that term, ring-fenced. It actually means when there's a virtual barrier that segregates a portion of an individual's or company's financial assets from the rest. Barlow goes on to say this ring fencing of environmentalism isn't the fault of environmentalists, it's what the establishment, for want of a better term, does to ideas and movements that it perceived as a threat to it and to the status quo. In Barlow's thread, he is actually quote tweeting NASA scientist Peter Kalmus, who wrote this thread. I know why the climate movement is losing so badly. We don't have the numbers. We constantly struggle to get people off the sidelines and engaged. I had assumed that all these floods and fires and heat waves and dying forests would do it, but so far I've been wrong. Kalmus says, we are organizing a global action on April 6th. There will be people risking arrest and people supporting at lower risk levels. In all of the U.S., we found 3 scientists so far, including me, willing to risk arrest. What will it take to get people off the sideline? So this is exactly it. As we say in the Poor People's Campaign, it's important for people to be working in their silos. It's important that there are environmental activists, environmental justice activists working over here, and LGBTQ justice folks working over here, and economic justice folks working over here, and racial justice folks working over here. But the reality is, at some point, we've all got to come out of our silos and come together. And that's why the Poor People's Campaign is calling for a mass gathering in Washington, D.C. on Saturday, June 18th, because it doesn't have to be the Poor People's Campaign, but I don't see anyone else who is organizing a movement of movements right now to try to get everyone to come together and show the collective strength of our force. We are powerful, but not if we stay siloed, not if we allow the status quo, the powers that be, to keep us siloed. We've got to come together. I hope that you will join us June 18th in Washington, D.C. Go to poorpeoplescampaign.org and RSVP right now.